Well, hello and welcome to another video. I haven't done one for a while because I've been doing that plastering. So this is going to be a joinery video. What I'm going to be doing is making a keepsake box for my little granddaughter. I won't be showing you everything, but I'll be gluing these together. I'll just do this section and then I'll cut back to it when I've glued them all, because there's two fronts, two sides, a lid and a bottom. But I'll just show doing this one, but I will speed it up. Right, that's them all glued. What I'll do now is get some clamps on and clamp it together. That's that all clamped. Right, with a wet cloth, I'll just clean all the glue off. I'll turn it up and clean the other side. Just leave that to dry now. Now I'll do all the other pieces, because like I say, there's a front, a back, two sides, a lid and a bottom. So I'll get them all done. Once they're done, I'll show you then. Right, that's them all glued. So now for the next part, put them through the planer. I'm just going to do two sections, which is the two that I'll be putting together, and then I'll do all the rest so you don't have to see me keep putting things through the planer. It's going to get noisy, so I will speed it up, and then you're not hearing to the noise. Right, that's them done. What I'll do them all. Then you don't see me having to do that, and it's taking half an hour to an hour putting them through. And I'll move on to the next stage and we'll show you from there. So now we're ready for the next stage, which is glue the two pieces together to make one. So now we have the pieces like this, and we'll glue these two together to make one big piece. Just put some glue on. Get my brush. Brush it on. Says mucking your finger. Plenty on. else it'll bow up like that. It'll just bow like that. So now I'll get a cloth again and wipe both sides. Put a bit of glue in there, so that's quite a big gap. Although all the gaps will be filled with filler. Now I get some small clamps to clamp on the ends to keep it down flat. Now I've got the clamps and some bits of wood, so I'll put some bits of wood on there, then I don't damage the wood with the clamp. Clamp that down so it's nice and flush. Do the same on this side. Give it a wipe again. Turn it over. Turn it over. And now wipe this side. As you can see, it goes through onto the other side. If you wipe it off now, there's less sanding to do later. And there's that one ready. So I'll now do all the rest, then I'll show you when it comes to sanding them then. Right, we're ready for the next stage, which is sanding. So what I'll do is I'll start sanding, then I'll speed it up, but I'll only show doing one, because I don't think you want to see me doing it for the next 4 or 5 hours when I do them all. So I'll get on with it, and it's going to be noisy, but I will speed it up. I'll just stop the video and I'll come back once I've done them all, because there's probably about another 6 to 8 hours doing them all, and I'm pretty sure you won't want to see all that. So I'll get them all done, then we'll go on to the next stage and I'll film from there. Well, I'm back and we're ready for the next part. Now I'm going to do a lot of filling. I'm just going to fill the joints on this one, and then I'll do all the rest, but I'll do all that off camera. It's just to show you and give you an idea of how I fill the joints. So that's that one filled. I'll do all the others, and I need to leave them about an hour to dry, and then sand them all and turn them over, and I'll do all the other side then. Right. Well, I thought I had on video, I thought I'd press play. I mustn't have done, putting it together. But all I've done is glued it, clamped it, let it go off. Oh, but while it was clamped, I then drilled some holes in with a drill bit and a countersunk, screwed it together just to give extra strength, and now I've glued some little pieces in just to cover the holes up. So I'm just going to cut all them off now. So you cut them flush with a saw and then sand them all down. I won't show doing it all because I think it might be a little bit boring you seeing me, but I might do a couple, speed it up, and then we'll go from there. Just cut the little plugs off like that. And then they need a good sand. I've got some here going all the way around, so I'll cut them off. Just hold the saw tight up, press it against the box. As you cut it off, it'll cut it flush. There's less sanding to do then. A lot of people use those Chinese saws where they cut on the back or the pull stroke. But if you use a normal saw, just be careful, press it against and just slowly go back and forth, and you should be okay. Just this side to do, and then it's a case of sanding them all. That's all then cut off. So now just a case of sanding them and filling everything in with filler, all the gaps, and give it all a good sand, and it's down ready for staining. I'll just start doing some sanding So it gives you an idea of what I mean. I will speed it up because it'll be noisy with the vacuum going. So that's that done. Now there's just some last minute filling, polyfiller or some wood filler, and sand it all again. And I've got the top to cut. It's all ready. I just need to cut it to size. As you can see, the top's here already. It's going to be flush at the back, overhung at both sides and overhung at the front a bit. But that needs cutting down just to make it the perfect size I want. Sand all that, and then I'm going to have it so it's a lift off lid, not a hinged lid. So what I will do then on the inside is put a piece of wood like that and leave it so it fits nicely inside the box. So just to show you what I mean, I'll have a piece of wood like this put on it like that, but obviously it'll not be as far off the ends. It'll be the size of the inside of the box, then it just fits in and it lifts up and lifts out. I think that's the easier way than rather have a hinge on. So I'll start sorting that out. And I'll come back to the video once I've got this cut and it's all ready for sticking another piece on. And then to finish off, there'll be some handles to put on, and I'm going to cut some shapes out on a CNC with a name on the front and maybe some butterflies or some kittens, cats or whatever, things like that, fairies, because it's for a little girl. So once I've cut all them out, I'll glue them on, then we'll show you doing that. Right, so that's the filler all set and dry. Now it's back to sanding. Need to sand it all. Sorry about the noise in the background, that's the CNC router machine. I'm just making some shapes to stick on it of butterflies, cats, things like that, and the name of the person it is. So I'll get on with sanding it. I'll fast forward it so you don't have to see that. Right, that's most of the sanding to do. There will be a bit more once I start looking at things properly. Maybe get it on a 180 sander and sand it all again. But for now, that's the last shot of the sanding. I'll show you once I've got the lid and I'm sorting the lid out. I'll show you that, and then I'll show you when I'm staining it. So once again, sorry about the noise in the background. That is the CNC machine just routering out some shapes. So I'll see you the next time. Right, we've got everything all sanded and filled and plugged. This is something that I made on the CNC router. It's got a name Alia and a little butterfly on me inside a love heart. So I'm going to stick that on the box there. I've also made that, which is a cat chasing a butterfly, which I'm going to stick that on there like that. So I just need to find the centres, where I'm going to place them, and then I'll glue them on and put some weights on just to hold it. I have the CNC going in the background again, so I'm doing something else, which I'm going to put a fairy there and maybe a fairy there. And I'm also doing a couple of other little things that we'll put on the sides. So I'll just get down to gluing these, mark everything up first, and then we'll stick them on. So that's that mark there. We'll put it onto the marks of where I want it. Now we'll just put loads of glue on. And I'll put something heavy on just as a weight. There we go. That should hold it. And now we'll find somewhere to fit this one on. I'll use this flat weight this time. That should do it. And jobs are good one. Right, that's all the pictures cut and put in place. I just need to PVA glue them on now. But there's the pictures. And that's the middle one, which is a name. And there's another. I'll just lift it up. So that's the box, as you can see. So that's going to be the side, the front, should I say. I'll just get them all glued on, and then there's just the top to make then, the lid. So I'll get that done, get them glued, and then we'll show you again. Well, there we can see the box has got all the pictures stuck on. I just need to put some oil on now, and then it'll make all the colours stick out. The lid's got to be finished. That'll have to be all sanded and oiled. I've got some sides to put on, them. I'm going to put them on as handles. I've made 2 of them. 2 handles. That's the handles. I'm going to stick them on the side. I've got 2 handles to stick on the side. And then that's it. We're finished. So I'll get it all done and I'll give it a stainer and I can show you that. Well, that's the box all done. It's had 2 coats of Danish oil on. I'll just show you around it. The back. It's had 2 coats of Danish oil. And it's all finished. And there you can see it says Alia. And it's got a teddy bear, fairy, and there's a cat chasing a butterfly, and same again, a fairy, and a teddy bear, should I say. So it's all 2 coats of Danish oil. There's the lid. I've put a section inside that's the same size as the opening, so it just slots into it without hinges. I just think it'd be easier with just the hinges. Or should I say it'd be easier without any hinges, and just lift the lid on and off. Handles on the sides, glued and screwed, and then plugged. So that's that all finished. So if you like, please like and subscribe. It does help. And thank you. And I'll see you in the next one.